Hello everyone, so it is Wreck This Journal Wednesday, and I have a crap ton of stuff to show you guys that I did on my Wreck This Journal this past week. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump right on into it. So one of the first things that I wanted to show you guys was how thick my Wreck This Journal is getting. It seems like each time I do a page in here, it just gets thicker and thicker, and I love the way that it looks. I feel like it gives the journal a more wrecked look. Whenever I first got this thing, I was looking up pictures on Google and found somebody else's Wreck This Journal, and it was super thick and super torn apart, and I just told myself that that was my goal and that's how I wanted my Wreck This Journal to look. So I feel like it's halfway there. The covers almost fell completely apart, like it's like splitting down the middle. The picture that I saw, the person's cover was like completely ripped off and they were holding it on there with a rubber band. And I just love the way that looked so it's halfway there. But I had to show you guys that because I'm like in love with how it looks and I'm so proud of myself. So this page was the Press Leaves and Other Found Things Here page. And I just added a few more little flowers to this page. I put two cute little buttercups on the sides of my quote. And I do believe that buttercups are one of my favorite types of flowers because they're yellow, and yellow is one of my favorite colors. And not to mention they're really, really cute. And since I painted this page yellow, I felt like they went perfect in here, so I had to put them in here. And then I just added this pretty little purple flower down on the bottom here. Yeah, I just feel like this page has like a few more little spots to go and it'll be completely finished and covered up. But I love the way that it looks so far. This was the Draw Lines While in Motion page on the bus, on a train, while walking. And I'm never on a bus and I'm never on a train, but I'm always walking and I'm always going for car rides, so I figured I would find something to do with this page. So these lines were done while I was on a car ride, and I just used different colored crayons randomly to draw my lines. And as you can see, it's kind of like messed up right here where my dad ran over bumps. And then down on the bottom, I just documented what I made those lines with, which was going for a ride in my car. And then I attempted to draw a little car down at the bottom of the line so then they would know. It's not the best, but I tried, and I just decorated around the car to make it look cute. So beside that, I drew lines while I ran around in circles. As you can see, they're all sloppy and all messed up and all kind of like overlapping each other. And then I just documented what I did, and I tried to draw a girl running. The lines are supposed to be like her in motion, like running. I know it looks really bad, but I tried, and those are my really sloppy while running lines that I made. Beside that one are lines that I did while I was walking. And again, I was just walking around in circles while I did the lines. And I'd have to say that I think these are the most neat ones that are on this page because they're not as messed up as the others are. I just documented what I did, and then I just drew a girl, and the dots are supposed to be like her footsteps. Again, I know it looks really bad, but I tried. This one happens to be my favorite, and I just did these lines while I was jumping. As you can see, it looks really messed up all over the place. I just drew a girl doing jumping jacks up at the top of the lines to show that these were done while I was jumping. And then I just documented what I did. Nothing too special about this page, but I had a lot of fun doing this page, and this was one of those pages that you just don't want to stop on once you start. I filmed me doing the jumping part, so you guys will be seeing that in a video sometime very soon. Okay, so this was the compost this page to deteriorate. I have absolutely no clue how to compost anything. Like, I just figured that I would tear pieces of the page off, like little small pieces, and put them in a little tiny Ziploc baggie, and then just fill the baggie with dirt and rocks and grass and different things that are out in nature. And I know that that's not really composting the page. I don't really want to put all this gross stuff onto my page, so I figured I'd do that instead because it works for me. I just drew the earth and I made it in a heart shape. because this is our planet, this is our home. Over here, I just put this cute little quote that I'm in love with, and it says, "Even after all of this time, the sun never says to the earth, 'You owe me.' Look what happens with a love like that. It lights the whole sky." I just wrote that on a piece of notebook paper and just glued that in here. This is supposed to be the sun. Then I just made the background rainbow. This is my baggie full of dirt and rocks and grass, which also has pieces of this page in it, and I just figured I will leave it that way and just tape it in here because I really don't want to compost this page. But as you can see, it's just dirt and rocks and grass, and right there is a piece of this page. I thought that would be a cool idea instead of composting it. So it left my pages with little ripped marks on the sides and on the corners, and I kind of like the way that it looks. I think it looks cute. I colored my worm and the letters the same color as the worm. This is this page, and I love it. Didn't really follow the instructions with it, but I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. This next page was the Make a Paper Chain page. I have been so excited about this page, but at the same time, I wanted to save it for like the very last page that I did because I just didn't know what I wanted to do with it and I didn't want to mess it up. But I finally figured out what I wanted to do with it. Made all of the links on here different random things that kind of describe me and my life and things that I like. It's gonna be really hard to see and like show you, but I will try my best. And I took a picture of what all of these look like before I made them into a chain. So I will show you guys. But one, I just made a mustache. One, I made music notes. One, I made hearts. One, I made money. One, I made the poop emoji, which is like one of my favorite emojis of all time. One, I made like a bikini. One is anchors because I really like anchors and the way that they look. One is supposed to be a bunch of ghosts because I feel like ghosts really describe me and my life because I like scary things. One was supposed to be like the end of Mermaid's Tales. One was supposed to be like the Tumblr symbol and like different things to do with Tumblr because I love Tumblr. Tumblr was actually where I figured out about Wreck This Journal, so I have to incorporate Tumblr somewhere in here. And then I just made one rainbow, and then on the one beside that I made like little sunshines because one of my nicknames from JR is Sunshine. And then on the one beside that I made like Peeps, like the Easter candy Peeps. I'll show you guys after I describe what I put on them because it's going to be like really, really hard. One of them I drew bubbles. So basically just like different patterns of different things that I like. And there was one I did to look like my cat Wubsy. So it was Wubsy inspired. And then one is supposed to be the alien off Toy Story. One is supposed to be a crown, like a princess crown. One is meant to look like watermelon. One is just like a food inspired chain and it has pickles and tacos and pizza and potato chips on it. And then one is just for cats. It has like a little cat's mouth and whiskers and paw prints on it. And then one I just put I love JB, which stands for the Jonas Brothers. I tried to do the JB sort of like their logo that they used to have, like their old logo. And then I just drew little arrows on the last one, my zodiac sign, because I am a Sagittarius. That one represents my zodiac sign. But I had a lot of fun working on this, and this was a lot of fun to do. And I got a lot of help from my best friend Tiffany, and she helped me decide what I should do on each chain. So I have her to thank for all of these awesome little chains. I colored the back of them like this pretty seafoam green. So whenever it's like made into a chain, you can't really see it that well. Like there will be something on the back and it won't just be like a plain white. This one, which is my poop emoji one. This one, which is the little ghosty one. Then this little Tumblr one. And this one. All of these ones are my favorite, but I love them all and I love this page, and all of those chains describe me and things that I like. And on one of the chains I was going to do like kissy marks, like put lipstick on my lips and then like kiss the link. but it didn't work out right because the chains are really small and my lips are really big for the chain. So I ended up not doing that, and I ended up kissing the top of the makeup paper chain part up here instead. And you can't really see it because where I collared it, but this is my lip print, this is my lip print, and this is my lip print. And I just love the way that like kiss marks look. I think that they're so cute. And then I just collared that and decorated it to make it look pretty. This is my random paper chain. Page was nothing special. One of my pens just stopped working, and since I have this page, this was the use this as a test page, and I just tested my pen out on this page to get it to work, because as annoying as it is, my pen stopped working and go out on me a lot. It went out on me whenever I was decorating a page in here, so I was like, why not? I just scribbled a few marks onto this page to get my pen to work. Nothing special, but I figured I'd show you guys. Then this was the cover this page with white things page. And this is kind of embarrassing what I added in here, but I honestly don't care because it's a part of life. I'm a girl, and like, how can you not add these things in here because they are white things? I just cut the end of a maxi pad and just put that in here. I didn't have to use tape or anything because it already has a sticky part on the back. And then on the side over here, I just taped in a tampon. It's white. But yeah, I just added 2 more little things to my cover this page with white things page. And I like it. I like the way that it looks. Actually, whenever I first seen this page, I was like, I have to add a pad and a tampon in there because it's just perfect and they're white. So, but I know that they're really embarrassing for some people, but I just figure it's a part of life. But actually, the pad is what made this journal so thick, I think, because it makes it like stick out more. That pad made my journal thick. So this was the Write Carelessly Now page, and I just went crazy with this page and just did random things like all over it. Like, I really had no direction that I wanted to take this page in. I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna just fill this page with a bunch of crap because it does say write carelessly, and this was my way of writing carelessly all over this page. So this is what it looks like. So the first thing that I'm going to show you guys, in case you guys see it and you're thinking, what the heck? I drew a little penis up here because I know that whenever I show this book to some of my friends at the Haunted Barn, and I have that invite people to draw here page, I know that someone's going to draw a dick in here. And so I figured, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do it before anybody else does it. So that way I can say, I already have a dick in here. You can't draw a dick in my book because I've already drew one. I just drew a little arrow to it and I put it had to be done because it did. Otherwise someone else was going to do it. And then I just put some song lyrics in here. I put some lyrics from this song called One Heart with a Million Voices by New Empire, which is one of my favorites. I kept running out of room with my song lyrics, so then I would have to like make room for them. As you can see, it's just like all over the place. So that was my way of writing carelessly. And then one was from Hey There Delilah by the Plain White T's. That's always been one of my favorite songs. But yeah, there's my name in different fonts. This is my name in autograph form. What I wish that I would have done at the beginning of this book, but I couldn't. I can only get it right sometimes. I just put on here all my cats' names in different colored markers and put a little heart next to each of them. And beside Cuddles, I put in parentheses is Fluffy because she's really fluffy and she was sitting right next to me whenever I did this, so I had to. And then I just put a little cat with angel wings and a halo, and I made it black for my cat Midnight, who passed away. So then I just put in a little heart on this page, the Haunted Barn equals my home away from home. And then I just drew a little alligator down at the bottom with a little heart, and I put Swamp Family Member, since I am a Swamp Family Member. And I just put little things that reminded me of Bunny, like, all over this page, because I don't know why, for some reason, I was just thinking of her. I put Sippy Sippy and Sassy and Bunny and a buttload of things that reminded me of her. But I love my alligator. I think that he is adorable. And then I put Wubsy watches UFOs, and I attempted to draw a little UFO over top of that, because if you guys watch my videos, then you know in one of my recent videos, I had a part in it where my cat Wubsy was watching UFOs on my TV, and I thought that it was really funny. I mean, literally just a bunch of random things. I put down at the bottom, I want to have Norman Reedus's babies, and put a little winky face, because Norman Reedus is one of my celebrity crushes, and he is gorgeous, and I really wouldn't mind having his babies. Then I put poop in big letters, because I don't know why anytime I have a pen and a piece of paper, I just automatically go for writing the word poop, and I just doodled all around the Write Carelessly Now part of this page, and just drew a bunch of stars and hearts, and made one of the O's into like a little smiley face with a bow. Then up here I just drew the little JB symbol, which stands for Jonas Brothers. And then I just put voila up at the top. That was whenever I finished this page. So go to Google Translate and type in poop emojis. And then I put a little laughing smiley face, which happens to be my favorite smiley face of all time. That's really funny. You guys should totally go do that if you're in need for a good laugh. That's pretty much everything that's like worth telling you guys about. The page is like really random and really hard to explain and show you guys, but I did my best. This is my carelessly written page. But yeah, that was all of the pages that I did on my Write This Journal this past week, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time.